Forget the myths. Rome wasn't built by gods. It was built by iron, discipline, and a hunger that never slept. Before it was a city of marble, it was a city of blood. Every inch of this land was paid for in steel. The Romans didn't just fight, they engineered victory. While others built walls, they built roads. These weren't just paths, they were the arteries of a monster, moving legions faster than thought. Fact: Roman concrete was a miracle, a secret recipe of volcanic ash that grew stronger under the sea. Their harbors allowed them to feed a city of 1 million souls, dragging wealth from every corner of the earth. To own the sea, they had to destroy Carthage. A war for the Mediterranean that changed history. After Carthage, the world belonged to the legion. 5,000 men moving as a single, lethal machine. This was the Pax Romana, a peace kept by the sword. A world where the Roman sun never set. They mastered the arch, the secret to defiance. It allowed them to build structures that touched the sky. Water was their second god. Thousands of gallons flowing into the city through stone veins. Wealth flowed like water. Rome became the first global city, where Chinese silk met African gold. But luxury is a slow poison. In the shadows of the temples, a new kind of power was rising. Julius Caesar, a man who understood that the people didn't want liberty. They wanted a leader. He crossed the Rubicon, a point of no return. The Republic was dead. The Empire was born. Augustus, the first emperor, turned Rome into a masterpiece, a city that looked like heaven on earth. Fact: Rome was the first city to reach 1 million people, a feat not matched for 1,500 years. To keep the peace, they built the Colosseum, a place where death was turned into a symphony. Inside, 50,000 voices screamed for blood. The emperor's thumb held the power of life and death. But the iron was starting to rust, the borders were too vast, and the enemies were no longer afraid. Behind the marble, there were shadows. Rome was a machine fueled by the labor of millions of slaves. For every citizen feasting, 3 others were starving in the dark. The foundation was starting to crack.
The gods!
Emperors began to believe they were gods. Caligula and Nero brought madness to the throne. Nero watched as Rome burned in 64 AD, using the fire to rebuild the city in his own image. Fact: Romans used lead in their pipes and wine, slowly poisoning the elite from the inside out. Amidst the chaos, a new faith was rising, a message of hope for the poor, hidden in the catacombs. Christianity was a virus to the old gods. The more Rome fought it, the faster it spread. The empire was forced to change. Constantine saw a vision in the sky that would change the world. He moved the capital to the east. Constantinople became the new heart of the world. Rome was left behind. The eternal city began to look like a ghost of its former self. While Rome slept in gold, the world outside was hungry. Millions of barbarians were on the move. They weren't just invaders, they were people searching for a home, driven by a terror from the east. The Huns arrived like a storm. Attila, the scourge of God, struck fear even into the hearts of Caesars. In 410 AD, the unthinkable happened. The Goths breached the walls. The eternal city was no longer safe. For 3 days, they plundered. The gold of 1,000 years was dragged into the dark. The last Western emperor was just a boy. In 476 AD, he lost his crown, and the ancient world ended. The lights of civilization went out. Europe fell into 1,000 years of silence and shadow. Fact: during the Dark Ages, the population of Rome dropped from 1 million to just 30,000. Aqueducts crumbled, temples became fortresses. The Colosseum became a stable for cattle. But Rome didn't die. It went underground. In the monasteries, monks saved the ancient wisdom. their language, their laws, and their spirit survived in the very foundations of the modern world. Every time you look at a stadium, a bridge, or a skyscraper, you are looking at a Roman ghost. They taught us how to lead, how to build, and how to fall. Their story is our story. Fact, modern surgery, concrete, and even the calendar you use today all came from Roman minds. We are still living in the shadow of the Caesars. The empire is gone, but the idea is eternal. Rome proved that a dream can outlast iron, that beauty can survive the fire. The question isn't how Rome fell, it's why it took so long for the world to catch up. If you enjoyed this journey through time, subscribe. The next epic is already being built. History isn't just the past. It's the blueprint for our future. Thanks for watching.